Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Ashir, Kapidash.
Jump on to the apostle of the great millstone. Shalom to all the occupants. They're pushing the word of sincerity and the truth. Yeah, you know, it's Thursday, 4th of July, of course, as we know it. And we're getting closer and closer unto the end. You know, we watch as it is written to watch what is prayed. Matter of fact, we're going to have to the tower, you know, because starting off with our apostle and elder of the great millstone, we're here to be on the tower to watch and tell you of signs of the end, the times to come. The mass majority of people, they don't read, they don't know how to apply the scriptures, let alone apply prophecy, which is written within the scriptures, you know, to see what times that we live in. The mass majority of people are in la-la land, man. They look at everything that the government feeds them, and they just do accordingly. That's why I tell you in Isaiah 60th chapter that gross darkness shall cover the masses of the people. You know, now, of course, as we know today is 4th of July, which this was a brutal day, you know, and this is pretty much part of the inception of America as you know it, which America is written of in the scriptures as that little horn. All right, 1776 was pretty much the establishment of America, and from that point forward, they've been on a tirade just killing and massacring, man. Starting off with our, I don't know if we're gonna have time, but the 12 tribes, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have suffered nothing but hell here in America. All right, from slavery, genocide, weirdo experimentation that was conducted upon us as a nation, you know, gentrification, you know, so-called white men push you Native Americans out of your land via the Trail of Tears and the Indian Removal Act, you know, from the good old founding fathers, man, the establishers of this kingdom, which they were nothing but extreme racists, and they hated they hated you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and that same hate still drives and runs deep within the American government, man. You know, there's all kind of treachery that takes place. Now, this is known as what? The bloody city within the scriptures. Matter of fact, you can get that in the name home too. You can drop what I say. You can get that going to the bloody city, guys.
Start from the top in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Yeah, so Habakkuk, which he was in the, look up what kingdom Habakkuk was. But he was on the watchtower, all right? He watched, he was aware of his surroundings. He pretty much spoke on behalf as a representative of the nation of Israel, you know? And during the time of the prophets, the latter prophets, of course, they was in different kingdoms, you know, but they were still in the enemy territory, man. Like now, we're behind enemy lines. And I wish we was be comfortable. We fucking be popping fireworks, you know, and celebrating. What the hell is there to celebrate? You Jakes is in a hole. You in prison. You were brought here on cargo slave ships to serve a sentence, and it's still not registering with you.
Like
You know,
you gotta say, according to this man's constitution, on this day, you still 3/5 of a man.
Yep.
You know, and then they urge you to go vote so they can get your votes, which we already know selected. But hey, they're basically throwing shade at you every day. And here you go celebrating slave master's holiday.
Yep.
Like I said, this man has a deep hatred that runs extremely deep. Now things have got more corporate. You know, so this man has to represent himself on a corporate level. He's not gonna tell you, I hate you, nigga, at a press conference or right in your face. He's gonna show it through action. If you look at even your pay scale of minimum wage, you know minorities are the ones that pretty much accrue the mass majority of minimum wage jobs. The numbers ain't going up. This man doesn't even want you to, he doesn't want you to even generate enough revenue or resources to sustain yourself. That's why the poverty rate is highest. And with poverty comes drug abuse,
Yeah.
comes thievery, comes murder.
Yep.
You know, all these different things couple themselves, like the poverty is the core, is gonna be things that come out of that. So you think this so-called white man is looking to actually leverage the black, Latino, and Native American community, actually take the resources from up top and pull it down up bottom to get you to balance things out? No. He wants to keep you at the bottom, at the very bottom of the totem pole, and he wants to reap. All right? He wants to suck the blood out of us as the people. You know? Like I said, if you pan around and you look, see Mojakes, they'll look at Will Smith and fucking Oprah Winfrey, and they're like, all right, we making it.
Yeah.
But even these celebrities, first off, they get treated like second-class citizens, even in their position. It don't matter how much praises they got. When they actually get into a position where they actually look to get true power, they get assassinated. You know? You hear the story of, I think it was Prince,
Yep.
I think Michael Jackson,
Yep.
this other guy, Bill Cosby. You know, these individuals was actually taking their resources and looking to actually gain certain power in certain pockets of the government, whether it's media, certain ownership rights in the music industry and things of that nature, where they can actually, you know, gain their masters and stuff like that. And that's where the buck stops. That's when it's like, whoa, nigga. You ain't trying to just be a conventional nigga that's just taking these paychecks and blowing it. You trying to actually make something of yourself. So now we gotta, you know, we're gonna have to penalize you accordingly. You know? So that shows you that he really wants you to only get so far. You know? Keep you in those tight shackles.
He also, to answer the point, he's also exercising kingship over us, which is a form of us being in captivity under the Edomites. I got
But they did the same thing in ancient Rome, and did the same thing in ancient Greece. If you look up one of the richest people that ever lived, Augustus Caesar, I think, Scott, I don't know how much of it to be true, but it makes sense to me. They say that he was actually working on a Solomon. Because, of course, Solomon's kingdom fell, and all the resources got translated from one kingdom to the next. And he was pretty much, what would they call it, a wealth hoarder. He hoarded wealth in this realm, just sucked up all the resources so that he could have an immense bank account, you know, and possess, which it ain't always about what's in your account, it's about what they actually control. Like BlackRock and these different companies, it ain't necessarily what's in their bank account, it's like you are their bank account.
the asset.
It's the assets, the roads, the patents, the bridges, companies, all these different things, as we know, is owned by BlackRock, which that's really satanic in itself, the term BlackRock. But those are the real movers and shakers, and of course it goes higher and higher to the upper elites. But they are elites too, but the Illuminati and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. What you got, bro?
Was Habakkuk in captivity? Says Hamadan Prophet states that Habakkuk was believed to be a guardian to Solomon's temple, and that he was captured by the Babylonians and remained in their prison for some years.
Yeah, well, that's pretty heavy when you think about it. You say he was a guardian of Solomon's temple. So I don't know. I have to do more homework on that. I ain't no wing it. But if that is the case, then that shows that he was in a position where he was a watcher. Because if you're a guardian, which the scriptures speak about first watching and second watching and things of that nature, that's a very intense job. You can't be sleeping on the job or nodding off. One segment of you effing off and trying to, you know, get extra Z's will cost you and your party's life. You know? That's why even in the spirit, you know, the Most High has called us within this calling, and He's seen it fit. You know, we don't know if we're the elect. We do this thing humbly, but we take these matters very, very seriously, man. You know, starting off with our apostles and elders on down, they're constantly watching. We're constantly watching the news, whether it's local. Apostles always speak about being looking into geopolitics, looking around, seeing what's going on with these BRICS nations, the war in Russia and Ukraine, situation in Israel, what's going on here in America. See? What's going on over there in the tech, even in the technospheres, all right, with Neuralink and NVIDIA and these RFID microchip companies, you know, seeing where this man is. I forgot where that saying goes. Follow the money. You got to follow this man's money, man. You got to see what he's doing in the background. You know, going on these certain alternative media sites and reading these articles. You know what I'm saying? Looking into certain legislation. All those entail watching. Because all this stuff is to really push his next kingdom. Which he has to, we all know of as the New World Order. He has a new order that he's going to look to establish, and one of the main cornerstones that he's going to be predicated upon is that RFID chip. You know, and you got certain people that's acting like we crazy, and we don't know what's going on. But you have billion-dollar investors. Their whole thing is pretty much like a microchip war. You know, you listen to the whole presidential debate with Biden and Trump. Biden was touching on a microchip. That's not even something that's just like we just speak on it and nobody else speak on it. No, that's a big thing in corporate America. It's microchips all around us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to get to a point where you're going to look to put it within the body parts of humans, which the scriptures speak about those miracles. You know, whether you're paraplegic, quadriplegic, you have certain mental schisms, or body, or if you're disabled or things of that nature, they're looking to put that device within you as a stimulant or a way to actually re-navigate you. Like you said, like I was saying, if you're paralyzed, you can actually tap into your central nervous system. But it's pretty much like wires on a computer. That's all your central nervous system is. Yeah. So he's looking at pretty much putting a hard drive in to recirculate as a conduit. But it's deeper than that. That's Satan's device. Yeah. Because with that device, he's going to be able to track. He's going to be able to reprogram. He's going to be able to have full totalitarian control. All right. Because he has control now, but he's looking to tighten them grips, man.
Yes, sir.
Back to well, Habakkuk also, I just researched. Habakkuk also was the Levitical chorister. You know, he's part of the choir. You know, which was set up by King David. You know, that's why you got the Book of Songs and whatnot. And the Levites, such as one of them, High Priest Asaph, who's part of the choir, setting up, you know, choirs, you know, the assembly things that they had to do day to day within the kingdom. Especially as far as the temple. So he's a Levitical chorister in the temple. Back in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So the vision that is written that is written plainly on the tables is talking about this book, which is the Holy Scriptures. That's the doctrine that this verse is talking about. And we that run it is us declaring this truth to the world and also to our people. First and foremost to our people. The Israelites.
Because if we're not doing it, then who else gonna do it?
Right.
Mass majority of you people are chasing a career in hell. What the hell is wrong with you, man? You know, I'm in this book, me and a few brothers, this brother, I keep speaking on the book, that, you know, just heavy, man. That's just really heavy. But it's how to outwit the devil.
Ooh, yeah.
So
I heard about it,
How to outwit the devil. So in the book, this one guy, he's dialoguing with Satan himself, and he has the ability to ask Satan questions. He's being 100% honest. He's not cutting no corners. He's direct, not even indirect. He's letting you know his whole get up, his intentions, where he controls the masses of the people, the pockets where he has that full dominance. His main enemies, because he said he hates thinkers, man. He said he controls like 98% of the world. He controls corporate America, he controls education, he controls the food, he controls the environment. He said that's the main thing, like he just said, he breaks it down, like one of the main things he do with food, he said food, most people excessively eat, so that breaks down the enzymes in your digestive system, and it pretty much puts you in a lethargic, catatonic state, for lack of a term. And that gives him more grounds to, you know what I'm saying, get inside of you, because an unhealthy body is an unhealthy mind. He'll say stuff like that. But he like, mass majority of niggas not. That's how he said it. You niggas ain't gonna read anyway, even if I'm telling you the plan. You don't know, I can give you the layout, but you can't stop it. Right. That's how the book pretty much goes. You know, he constantly speaking of thinkers. That's the ones that is a thorn in his side. And he refers to the Most High as the opposition. But he said that the ones that he just can't control are ones that think outside the loop. The ones that's actually, you know what I'm saying, they have a direction, they move with purpose. You know, they know they're pretty much on the side on the right, and they're, you know what I'm saying, instrumentally attacking the left. You get Psalms 94 and 16, who shall rise up from me against the evildoers, you know? But he's like, that's the direct thorn in the side. And like I'm rewinding back to the point, if we don't do it, who else is going to do it? Vast majority of people, you're not looking to fight. You ain't got, vast majority of our people don't have a dog in the fight. The scripture says in Psalms, in Genesis, the 49th chapter, Judah has crouched down like an old lion. These jakes want to please their boo. They just want to drink. Hey, like Biggie had that song, that party and bullshit. As long as you can bust a big boy bottle open and you can talk your shit at the cookout, that's life.
Yeah.
You know? You got your big mama and everybody can dance and play the old school dances and giggle, you know? And go on social media and get you high. A nigga would be cool with that. Just like in ancient Egypt. As long as they, Numbers 11 and 5, they said we remember the fish, the leeks, watermelon. As long as they got their watermelon and cookouts and fish fries, they be straight. They be cool with captivity. They be cool with captivity, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they got the right stuff in slavery, like,
It ain't that bad.
nigga beat me.
Right.
Nah, hell nah. We the ones that want the kingdom.
Yes, sir.
You know, you get the song that we want.
This is Psalms 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Yeah, so that's the Most High speak. He said, who? That's the question. Who will rise up for me against the evildoer? The vast majority of people ain't rising up to get them. They're just doing what they want to do. Following the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. Like you have this day.
Yeah.
Right? The government, which the word even governments to rule their minds, they just create a day. And everybody just follows.
Yeah.
You know? These pagan holidays. They're just this. They got all kind of pagan holidays. And they'll show you. Truth will show you. Which we, you know, we're the ones that got the truth. But you have certain people that have certain points of truth that'll tell you they don't got the fullness. But they'll be like, when I say truthers, I'm like truth of videos. They'll say like, all right, Easter is a pagan holiday. It goes back to Ishtar. It goes back to sun worship. This goes back to Nimrod, the Ceramicists, witchcraft, and pagan, and sorcery. But mass majority of people still follow it. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's traditional.
Yeah.
Because my mama was doing it, and my grandma. And if I don't do it, the family gonna look at me like I'm different. So what? You're a conformist.
Yeah.
For the kids, but you ain't nothing but brainwashing the kids and injecting them with that left-handed poison, so they grow up under the guise of the deception. You know?
Yep.
But that's why the Most High has called, said men to stand up for that high calling. Man, the majority of people don't want to take up this cross, man.
Yeah.
Because what? It's a lot of backlash to come, like scriptures speak about the foolishness of preaching. People look at us like we idiots out here. Because what? We ain't celebrating the 4th. We huddled up, screaming at them. How they look at it, bringing out precepts that they ain't saying in churches and reading out the Old Testament. And like, what the hell happened to these guys, man? Big beards and like combed out beards. They're like, oh nah, dude. They need to be locked up in front of them. Oh, wait a keep. Not knowing that this is the Most High. This is like the pretty much Satan's kryptonite, man. The righteous men that's actually standing up on these street corners, standing in great boldness of such as afflicted them, pursuing the wisdom of Solomon 5:1. You got it.
Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Yeah, who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Massive majority of people are working under the man that's actually instituting iniquity. Sin upon sin, you know? And they're not looking to go against the grain because what? Their career could be their career could be jeopardized, you know? And it ain't like we said, quit your job. Everybody has something they have to do in this kingdom. And none of us want to, you know, actually work for this devil. But the scriptures speak about we're subject to payment. It says, render unto Caesar what is Caesar. Paul spoke about labor and working with our hands. So you can't just be no extreme rebel where you're just saying F the system and I'm not going to. Nah, you got to play, it's chess. You know? You got to be like a sleeper cell. You got to move accordingly until the Most High raises us up where we can actually make moves. But it tells you in Jeremiah 16 and 16 how the Lord will establish fishes. Right now we're in the fishing phase. But then there's gonna be a time where we hunt. You don't hunt before the fishing. You hunt before the fishing, you misstep and you're gonna get caught out there. You got certain jakes that's trying to put on the, put on the hunter gear in the time of fishing. And then you misstep it and the man catch you out there and guess what? We like, we got our fishing rods. I don't know what the hell he doing. Oh, I got my fishing out. Because Jake want to go on their own accord, man. Jake want to make a name for themselves. It ain't about making a name for yourself. It says, matter of fact, you can just not agree to it. But the scripture says to wait, man. This is a work of patience. The word patience means to suffer. We have to suffer right now. In due time, the Lord will lift us up and raise us up as a kingdom. But right now, we still in the captivity. Hey, I know brothers watch Planet of the Apes. And you see how they was moving very methodically. You see they had to still kind of play a little apish until the time was the first one I'm talking about. Caesar, he got that injection, which was really the serum of truth. He started to kind of get his IQ, his spiritual IQ up. And he knew how to, he had to navigate, see who's on guard, who really wanted to get out of that thing and who wanted to stay. And then it got shaved down. To the ones that really wanted better, the ones that actually really wanted freedom, and they didn't want to stay in that captivity. And the ones that wanted to stay in captivity, they stayed in captivity. But the Lord ain't gonna just do it like that. He ain't gonna have to just stay in captivity. The Lord is gonna melt this place. You got Russia, you got these different kingdoms that's mounting up, and they hate American guts. They are already making these deals. Putting the money where it needs to be put. Engineering weapons of mass destruction. And they in the said time, they're gonna press that button. They ain't just talking shit. When Putin and these North Korea, Kim Jong-un, and these other prime ministers and leaders speak on pushing these buttons to touch America, they're serious as a heart attack, man. And even if they're not that serious, guess what? The Most High is gonna force their hand, man. So regardless, everything that's written is going to come to pass. The Most High has it when we seal it. Gathering, Lord willing, putting ourselves in that number before that fire comes. Because when 144,000 is sealed, pursuant to Revelation 7th chapter, all this shit is over. Curtains closed, all this bullshit that Jacob is so over infatuated with. Most High going to clean all this shit up, man. What you got?
All right, this is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the fray.
Right, so it says until the day that I rise up to the fray. All right, so this man is praying on us, but guess what? The Lord is going to pray on him. Because the Most High put him in the position as a whipping stick to pretty much keep us down. So it's even said in science, like man only uses like 5% of his brain, 5% of his brain. And this devil don't really want you to tap into the force of your spirit. We don't even know what the hell that really even means.
Right.
What the hell is 100% of our brain? Pretty much that nigga got spirit. But see, this devil knows this stuff. He won't say it that if you actually tap fully in. So how do you tap within 100%? You got to tap into the spirit. See? Because the devil ain't gonna give you that. So-called white men and this GMOs and all that poison and toxins and the pollutants in the air, that ain't gonna give you that. The Most High is gonna give you that. He's gonna pretty much, he speaks about breaking the bonds of Jacob, man. Breaking these shackles as it is written in the book of Jude, man. Because we are in captivity. And now it's a mental captivity. Like then it was chattel slavery where you actually have to carry the yoke of iron around your neck. But he pretty much upgraded the style of having us in prison, and he put those chains on around our thoughts, man. You see? And
That's linked with the curses.
that's linked with the curse, which really the Most High put us down as a nation, but it's the time when the Lord is raising us up.
I got that in Jude. This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 6. Or just, because I know you're still going into Esau. But this is still pertaining to how the Lord is going to execute judgment on Esau and release us from these bonds, really from the shackles of our minds. Jude chapter 1, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Yeah, that's us. You know, we're the ones that's in those everlasting chains right now. You know, but it's gonna be a time, you know, that the Lord is actually gonna loose those chains. Because what? We had to suffer that punishment. You read it all throughout the scriptures. The Lord told us what to do and what not to do. Do this. Don't do that. Do this. Don't do that. What Jake do? Do what they didn't have to do, and then progressively we degenerate. All right. Instead of pro-generating, we degenerated. Now niggas damn near like an animal, man. You go to these hell like in prison, right? Prison is pretty much a populace of degenerates. These individuals will do all kind of animalistic. They conduct a lot of animalistic acts within one another. You brothers hear those stories, you know, because they're degenerates. And you even see it on the outside. Jake has that same animalistic mentality, like brother just said, brute beast, you know. And when we tell them otherwise, and we try to educate them with the scriptures, they don't want to hear it. But if we tell them put a gun in their hand and put some drugs in their pocket, that's when they that's what I want to follow. You know, listen to the music. Mass majority of our people attract to murderers and thieves.
Yeah.
And they wonder why the prison is full of our people. And then Jack get old in prison, like, man, you know what? I should have did better when I was on the outside. I really should have listened more. Yeah, it took you 30 years in prison to figure that out. You know? But then the people try to tell you in your face, it ain't cool. What they gonna want to do is cool, even if it costs you your life. You got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power.
Yeah, with the word hearken, it's all English for listen. Because we hard-headed, man. The scripture says that Israel ate drink and rose up to play. Jacob's all about playing games. It says that it's a sport for a fool to do sin. Jacob is sins for sport. Commit adultery. A lot of Jacobs get a kick out of stealing your woman.
Yeah.
It is Jacob has his own woman, but that's boring. I want to take the next man's woman. No. Then next thing you know, conflict will happen and they end up murdering you. You know? But then he's the bad guy. You know? And we live in the scriptures says that this is the valley of the shadow of death. There's nothing but death that just looms all around this kingdom. That's why the Spirit has it where we be in the background, man. We don't be in the midst of this bullshit, man.
Right, right.
We ain't trying to engage. You know? Like a lot of guys saying we're cowards and stuff like that. All right, we'll be that. You know? Because at the end of the day, the scriptures locking us up to worms anyway. We ain't got no real power. Ain't like we're gonna really raise up arms and take over shit.
Right.
That ain't how the Most High moving. All right, the Lord got it where we just teach him. Going back to the foolishness of preaching. That's all we got to do. You know, hit these corners. Jeremiah 28:8, prophesy.
Yeah, because these people, hey, these so-called black Native Americans, they see us. And I see what's over there going like this. Got the camera out. They know we out here preaching the Bible. So hey, they out here getting marked, man. Yeah, on this so-called Independence Day. And usually when we leave the campsite, or usually the night after, it's usually some judgment. And usually some judgment happens during these holidays, man. Yeah, because you niggas act a fool out here. You get too drunk, you get full of that shit, and then you commit all the stuff that the God of the Bible says not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, even with July 4th, that's the independence, of course, wasn't in Texas. They broke off of Great Britain because of taxes. You know, and I forget the amount of tax. I think it was 2% tax from Great Britain. The brother could look it up, you know. But fast forward to the times now, you giving your whole paycheck away. How the hell are you honoring a system that don't even honor you? Because these people were looking to free themselves and gain independence because they felt like they were being oppressed by the British Crown, right? Through taxes. But they're doing the same shit to you.
Right. Yeah.
If you look at the tax margin, you paying federal tax, state tax, you're not making more, you're paying taxes. You're getting taxed on your taxes.
Right.
And if you own something, you're gonna pay taxes on that.
Yeah.
So this man is just robbing you hand over fist, man.
Hypocrite,
You know, hypocritical nation. But still, you're gonna run outside and celebrate his holidays like he actually F with you. This man don't F with you, he hates you. And he gonna show it time and time. Just cause he ain't saying it out loud don't mean he don't hate you. It's actions, man. Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
And his actions show that he don't mess with people like that. You got it.
This is Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yeah, you just had this draft, which is pretty much insurance for this war. They said from 18 to 26, they can pretty much take you and dump your ass in the middle of who, Lord knows where, to fight.
Yeah.
And figure it out. Because we got legislation on your ass.
Yeah.
All right, you don't have to fight for this country. You have to fight to survive.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't care about you, man. He
Yeah.
shows it time and time again. And guess what? The horns is going to get thicker.
Yeah.
He's going to show you the depths of the horns. He's just showing you a little,
Yeah.
through the pen, showing you, giving you a little sample.
Right.
He ain't really showed you why he's the devil.
Yeah, he woofing right now.
Yeah, he's woofing. Like, he giving you a little, filling you out, filling you people out, seeing your resolve and your resistance.
Yeah.
Imagine you people don't have resistance. You don't
Right.
have real aggression.
Yep.
You're passive.
Yep.
Going back to, like I said, that book, he said he already hunting down your digestive system. That alone just got it. That's just one tree.
Yeah.
He's like, that's easy. I'm just gonna feed these niggas sugar. Cookies and shit. They can't stop it.
Woo.
You know? That alone, just cookies and shit.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Dismo.
Yeah.
La La Land.
Yeah.
Hell, you got these places like Disneyland and all these places just filling you up with poison. And you see the byproduct of it.
Yeah.
Jacob look at the word. Here it is where the Spirit of the Lord is. The scripture speaks about tabernacles being established. When we understood the tabernacles in ancient Egypt. We understood where the priesthood and the sacrifices and things. Because it's obvious. Now, Jake just see us and they just think we just doing shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to show part of prophecy fell away.
That great falling away.
Yeah.
That's where the virgins fell asleep. And this man got that, he putting multiple blindfolds on you, man.
Yeah.
Blindfolds on top. Jacob take off one blindfold, guess what? He got another blindfold, man.
Yeah.
But see, that's why we're here, to give you the fullness of it. So you don't have to do all the heavy lifting. The Spirit has jumped on said men, starting out with our apostles and their elders, on down, to do the heavy lifting, so you can just come into this thing freely.
Man, learn a whole bunch, boy.
And you go, like, the table is set. Matter of fact,
The workers, the laborers.
exactly.
Oh,
Can you get a, matter of fact, can you get Proverbs 8, can you get a, what was that? Songs of Solomon, 8th chapter, where it speaks about,
I went out to the streets to serve the church for them.
yeah, that's it. Songs of Solomon. That's it. What you got? Matter of fact, this is, it's locked.
All right, this is wisdom. This is Proverbs chapter 9, verse 1. Wisdom have builded her house. She have hewn out 7 pillars.
Yeah, which that's complete pillars. All right, 7 represents completion, and we represent the ones that wisdom is coming out of. All right, through this word, because we give you the knowledge and we give you the wisdom and understanding, but it's up to you to retain this knowledge and apply it so that you can stand upon it. That's where you have the word understanding. It's a compound word to stand under, and it's more that's defined within that word, but in a nutshell, it's something to stand on that establishes you like a platform. The vast majority of people don't have understanding. That's why scriptures speak about how food walketh in darkness. They just doing shit, man.
Yeah.
That's really the epitome of Satanism. Do what thou wilt. The feel good factor. Feel good to the senses. Like even vast majority of women. I ain't even gonna get on that stuff. They just go with what feels good.
Yeah.
The man makes them feel good. That's the fit. He looks good, makes you feel good. That's it. The next thing you know, fucking dating a monster. And fucking with the BBC or a documentary how this man fucking, that's what he do. But you got it, bro.
It's like Proverbs 9 and 2. She have killed her beast. She have mingled her wine.
Right. She has killed her beast. She has mingled the wine. Keep going.
Continuing on, it says, she have also furnished her table.
She furnished a table. That's what we're doing. But do these people actually see a table that's set, killed beasts and mingled wine and things of that nature presented to them? No, because why? They're not spiritual. But if it was an actual big boy banquet where we had first and foremost a fat ass Paul on the table and all kind of abominable food, the line gonna be long. You see? Or we were some niggas that was selling drugs or was giving people free dosages of poison, The line is going to be all wrapped around this damn building, man.
Like Lino Brown on
Yeah, like Nino Brown.
That's not the Turks.
It took a lot to get that man off the street. Y'all watch that movie, man. You know, because the vast majority of the people was bewitched. You know, they were hypnotized and they was under that spell that Nino was pushing, which was back then it was crack, but not in the modern day crack is philosophy, man. You got it.
Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 3. She has sent forth her maidens to profit upon the highest places of the city.
Yeah, and we represent the maidens. We're the ones that's actually subservient and putting ourselves in the service to the vast majority of our people, you know, to get this thing, man. Trying to clean, hey, when they come into this thing, what we do, trying to clean them up, which we, you know, we do it through the Spirit of the Lord, cleaning them up with His Word, which is really not us. You know, we're telling you, we're giving you the, you know, the formula so that you can clean yourself up through Scripture says the washing of the water of the Word. You know, and Scripture says I have, matter of fact, hold that Jeremiah 2:29, and I've watched you eat you. Well, that's so. You know, just to get that point going into it.
Jeremiah chapter 2.
And the spots that you can't hit, guess what? A brother hit it for you. See, just like Yahweh Shai, he washed the disciples' feet, which was a form of humility. But really, we washing each other's feet at this time now. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning each other up from our old ways, whether it comes in the form of reproof, rebuke, counsel, correction. We're going to service each other. You know? Because that's what we was a nation of service. Even King David, you go back to the men of old, everything was for the service of the nation. Men put themselves on the front line, why? For the service of the nation. Whether it was you was a man that was a man of war, or you was a man that was feeding in the economy. It was a gardener or whatever, it was still a service. That was one person. That's how economies are built. Everybody's putting together a service into a major pot. Like I remember as a child, I don't know if y'all remember this book. I'm a little bit younger than some brothers, you know, more or less. But it had this book, Stone Soup, which really was established from a rock. I think everybody had to put it in the city and establish. One person put a rock, another people put like oregano and shit like that. Everybody put different ingredients because like one person didn't have everything. I think it was like pork. So you might have had chicken, but you had herbs. You had these, but they made a big ass pot for everybody to eat of, and it was established upon that stone. Which really they got that from the scriptures. The stone represents Yahweh Shai. You know, but it's the same. We're doing the same thing now. Everybody's adding to the pot. You know, precept upon precept. Some brothers, you know, some brothers add on the comment boards, but it's all coming together to create this great song and harmony. You got it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2. Let me start with verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy a right seed.
Oh, okay, it's like
Jeremiah 2 and 22. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
Yeah, that means to know. You know, in the ancient world, we were people of nobility. When you read about Solomon, she was looking at the servants and seeing the grandeur and the things that they present. But the point I want to make is those men, they knew a lot. You know, they knew how to conduct the kingdom. They knew how to run around. They were herbalists. Tell you back with Solomon. It wasn't just like Solomon was the only one that knew. When he spoke about all the things that he had, he was very proficient and excelled in. It wasn't like he just knew everything and everybody else was stupid. Nah, he passed that wisdom down. He made sure his man was on a level, a high level at that. That's why when, like I said, going back when she seen him, she seen a servant. She mistook the servants for the king. He, you know, like, damn, bro, I thought you was the king. Look now, you know, I'm on the side right now. The king, he all the way up, you know what I mean? But he made sure his men was on a level, man.
Yeah, was no 9-to-5 blue collar worker. They wasn't hewing down wood, and you know they was captains over the Navy ships that King Solomon sent out every 3 years, and also within the providence of wherever King David had conquered.
And even if there was workers, even if there was so-called workers, like laborers, yeah, and even if there was workers, they still was taken care of. It wasn't like you're gonna work here, and it's gonna take you 60 to actually somewhat make something. You know what I'm saying? Damn near retire, and you all decrepit and broken down. Nah, they made sure those men was taken care of, man. That was the nature of us as a nation.
Yeah, I got a precept to add on to you. Because like you said, Solomon was on a level, and the people under him was on a level too, right? This is Sirach 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
That's a really good one. Spot on. I think somebody made a statement on the highest thing that a man could do, a righteous man to do is to duplicate yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because you might not be here tomorrow. So your whole thing is to relinquish. Like Apostle say, we give you everything. Hey, Apostle McCall just now, he said, man, we gave you brothers every fucking. We gave ourselves to you brothers, man. Y'all brothers, like at this point, y'all brothers really should be like many apostles, you know? Brothers that still, you know, y'all know what I mean by that, you know? Disciples.
Yeah. Right.
That's disciplined learners that's growing into elderhood. You know what I'm saying? Growing
That's the scripture. The father's heart should turn to the children.
Exactly.
The children's heart, the father should turn to the heavenly Father. Which this is a time that, you know, Israel is going to be raised back up.
Raised back up.
To their first estate.
And that's the name of the game, because you don't know, this man might try to come through and sweep some shit out. You don't know how this man is going to move in these next couple, you know. We know how to, we got the scriptures to provide, but we know in part and prophesying part, you know. But this devil, he plays a sneaky game, so that's why we have to keep ourselves enabled in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai and make sure that we all working in this thing, man. Scripture says, work while it is day, the night comes when no man shall work. You know, while we got the time to put in effort, we gotta max out.
Yeah,
you go to the gym, the month. You know, go to the gym and just get the files and do all this shit. Go in the gym to max out. You know, I'm trying to see what I want to do. You know, it's the same thing right now. You want this thing that scripture speak about from glory to glory. Taking this thing a step further, man. Because if we can push the engine, we don't know how far the engine of the Lord works through us. You know, and we know. You know what I'm saying? Do what it takes. See, you know what I'm saying, how far the spirit will take it, of course. But you got it. You go to the last one we're going to call about that time.
This is Jeremiah 2:22, 2:21. Yet had I planted thee a noble vine,
Yeah.
holy a right seed.
Holy a right seed, which is short for righteousness. Keep going.
How art thou turned into a degenerate plant?
How art thou turned to a degenerate plant? In this American captivity, you know? And really sin upon sin. Transgressing the law. Doing what they want to do. Talking about us as a nation. You start to see Jake just started falling away. And as we got up. And vast majority of the scriptures is us being in slavery anyway. We don't listen.
Yeah.
You know, you only had certain pockets where we actually had dominance. That's how you know we're the Israelites. That's always in slavery, man.
Take a look right quick. You got it. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 13. Therefore my people are going into captivity because they have no knowledge.
That's a real good. I ain't heard that one in a while.
And the
Bread and butter right there.
You got it. Isaiah 5 and 13. Therefore my people are going into captivity
Therefore my people are going into captivity. You know,
because they have no knowledge.
because they have no knowledge. It's like survival of the fittest. What makes you actually mentally strong is what you can actually retain and understand to navigate you. You know, that separates the boys from the men. You know, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know, you watch boxing or basketball or something. Really, you know, of course, the skill of the game and these things are important, but it's the IQ of it, man. You got a high IQ, you can do, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to out navigate certain people even if they're better than you in certain spheres.
That's
but
true.
If you actually better perform on different, all around, and on top of that IQ, you damn near unstoppable.
Yep.
See, you got it.
Continuing on, it says, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
We'll get the last, you got it.
Jeremiah 2 and 22. For though thou wash thee with nitrate and take thee but soap, that thine iniquity is marked before me, says the Lord power.
Yeah, so the Lord gave us the cleanup, you know, like the cleanup kit. And it starts now. Like we're doing everything it takes for us as a nation, but guess what? 2/3 ain't gonna get it anyway. That's why Apostle always say don't even trip on it. If a nigga can't get it,
We moving
we're
on.
moving on. Just like on the train, you're gonna stop and you're gonna open it, the doors open on the train. Whoever get in the train, that's what it's meant for. Whoever don't get in the train, that train ain't gonna come out and the guy that the thing got it, conductor or whatnot. You're gonna come out and why you didn't get it? No. Go on. You got it. That's it? Okay, you doing what you at?
Song of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 3. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth. Verse 4. It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house.
Yeah, and the mother's house represents the scriptures. Because what? This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding represents the milk. Says and drawn from the breast, you know. And that's the whole thing, is to bring our people back into this house. Because they're outcasts. And they get tossed about, like the scripture says, from mountain to hill through these governments and these religious institutions, and just get force-fed lies after lies after lies after lies. You know? But when they hear us, it sounds like it's a new song, but really it's an old song. These things were already been taught thousands of years ago, but we're teaching it the right way. Because when you go to these different institutions, they're not going to tell you the right way. They got the 501c3 charter. They're going to tell you God loves everybody back to back to back to give you that feel-good feeling. And they're going to pass that collection plate as many times as possible to drain everybody in the congregation. And dip out, you know? But that's really, you know, everything, you know, for right now, of course, you know, Thursday, it's fucking finna rain, you know, just want to get out here, speak the word, prophesy, of course, the downfall of America and the uprising of us as a nation. You know, so with that, we're going to end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakodash.
Dub on the apostle, the elder, great millstone. Shalom alaikum.
Shalom.